Good afternoon. Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Dawn here, welcoming you back for another movie night review, number 428, called Control. And it is a short film, sci fi film. It's a sci fi film. All right. So let's get into the movie night review right now. All right, so Specialist Elizabeth, she's on a mission and there is her in control, but not after her mission to a destination didn't go well. Her partner died, okay, and now she is 600 miles away from home, and also is now speaking with a control. Okay, and she had to decompose or had to actually relate the death of her partner. The partner just died. She's on Jupiter right now and 600 miles away. And she had to figure out how to decompose his body, and about gets in trouble for figuring it out on her own or doing it or any of that. Okay. So, pretty much, this movie is really showing a whole lot of fashion, a whole lot of designation for ones who really want to take care and handle things, but it doesn't show that it's eternal. Control is either a robot or the control system itself, but all we know is that he is supposed to be the assistant to when there's things going on out in space. Okay, so we're dealing with space and physics. All right, and she's Specialist Elizabeth, she's out there alone, so she's kind of bugging out. But the whole thing is she ends up seeing her partner's body. You know what? It was a knock at the door. So somehow, if she were to open up the door, it may kill her opening it, but Control ends up being both Control and the guy that just passed away, but she didn't kill him. So why is he upset and getting back at her? Okay, so, you know, but for all what's worth here is there's a mission. Now, if I were to go on a mission, I would not put myself as the person all the time, but I would tell you that nobody needs to kill a person in order to get a person to be a person. Control, if he's talking too much and if he's trying to fabricate, the existence of why we do things and, why people act the way they do. Either it's a person or a computer or something, but they act the way they do. All right. So it's just kind of like weird or something, but you would never kill the guy. Okay. That's number one. And then he ended up getting mad, and he's not a computer. So why did he get upset too? It's like two different guys, and two different guys, and it ends up one body, and everything is complaining, So then it goes on to just telling you why it is what it is. So when we get involved with bodies and decomposing and rot and smell and computers telling you the same, it just gets involved. So when we don't want it, when we don't want it in our face, or when we just kind of regard things the way they are, it just happens better. So in this movie, the actors are fine. We really don't see enough of the partner that's dead, but we see a whole lot of him. So that right there tells me that people are important. In this movie, or in the general style of it, people are not important because Control says he's important. Okay. So then it's just like, get another Control, but you can't because Control is Control. So while Control is Control, you would just kind of say, I'm out in outer space and just leave it like that. You don't tell them a thing to help you, God. It's a mighty darn shame that people have to act that way.